1980s R&B was a world of sparkling synths, velvet grooves, and voices that could stop time. These are the 15 R&B masterpieces that shaped an entire decade. Think you remember all 15? Number 15, Rock With You by Michael Jackson.
Rock with you all night.
Gliding out of 1980 like a warm breeze, this single arrived right as Michael Jackson was stepping into his solo prime. Recorded for Epic Records, it signaled a moment when R&B, pop, and disco melted into something silkier.
Gotta feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie.
Quincy Jones shaped the sound with a finesse that let Michael float above those shimmering strings. There is a little studio tale that Quincy originally wanted a slightly different groove, but Michael pushed for a smoother glide, which became the heartbeat of the track.
When you feel that heat, and we gonna ride the boogie.
Listen closely, and you can almost picture the soft lights of a roller rink, wheels humming against polished floors as couples drift in slow circles. The song climbed the charts, becoming one of Michael's signature early hits and laying the path toward the cultural explosion that would follow.
Rock with you, oh yeah.
And if this one is pure midnight glide, the next track carries a different kind of spark. Number 14, Never Too Much by Luther Vandross.
I can't fool myself, I don't want nobody else to ever love me.
Released in 1981 on Epic Records, this was Luther stepping into the spotlight with a confidence that felt overdue.
There's not a minute, hour, day, or night that I don't love you.
After years of background singing and jingle work, he finally claimed his lane with this joyous burst of energy. The infectious loop was cut live in the studio, and there is a story that the band nailed the key groove in just a few takes because they were riding on Luther's excitement.
Looked at your picture just to get me started. I called you up.
You can almost imagine the neon colors of early 80s nightlife. Dancers in glittery tops moving shoulder to shoulder, spinning whenever Luther hit that warm smile in the chorus.
And I just don't wanna stop.
This single shot to the top of the R&B charts and announced Luther as the new king of smooth celebration. And if this one fills the room with joy, wait until you feel the emotional depth coming up next. Number 13, Give Me the Night by George Benson, 1980.
Music in the air, lots of loving everywhere, so give me the night.
Set the tone for George Benson's stylish crossover moment, and this track became his calling card for the new decade. Produced by Quincy Jones for Warner Brothers, it captured a sleek city atmosphere with jazz musicianship tucked inside a pure R&B groove.
We'll see the people of the world.
A fun piece of trivia from the sessions is that Patty Austin provided some of the background vocals, adding a subtle sparkle that fans often miss on first listen.
Just give me the night.
Close your eyes, and you can almost feel the warmth of a summer night. Street lights glowing against chrome bumpers as people step out in their sharpest outfits ready for a night that promises everything.
The rhythm of the evening picking us up high. Never.
The song hit the top of the R&B charts and became a dance floor classic that still pops up in movies and retro playlists. And if that was nightclub elegance, the next track brings a velvet touch. Number 12, Sweet Love by Anita Baker.
Come on, sing it with me, sweet love.
When Anita Baker released this in 1986 on Elektra Records, she was stepping into her breakthrough era. Her voice carried both maturity and vulnerability. Creating a sound that felt like grown-up romance at its finest. There is a small story that the producers originally envisioned a slightly faster tempo, but Anita insisted on slowing it down to let every note bloom. It was the right choice because suddenly you could hear every breath, every intention, like she was singing directly into your heart. Picture a quiet living room in the mid-80s, candles glowing, rain tapping softly on the window as this track fills the space. Sweet Love became a defining anthem of sophisticated soul, earning Grammys and influencing countless singers who chased that same intimate warmth. And if this one wrapped you in tenderness, the next entry arrives with a groove that refuses to sit still. Number 11, Outstanding, by the Gap Band, by 1982.
Girl, you're looking sweeter now.
The Gap Band had already become a force in funk-flavored R&B, and this single from Total Experience Records cemented their legacy.
I really love the way you love me, girl.
Charlie Wilson's unmistakable voice rides atop a bass line that seems engineered specifically to get people on their feet. There is a fun bit of studio lore that the band kept adjusting the mix so the bass would almost jump out of the speakers. And the engineers joked that they were pushing the equipment to its breaking points. You can practically see a packed 80s block party when this plays, kids dancing on the sidewalk, boom boxes rattling windows, and everyone calling out that irresistible hook. The track became an anthem for celebrations and has been sampled endlessly throughout hip-hop and modern R&B. And if this one brought the party outdoors, the next tune brings the groove indoors with a different kind of shimmer. Number 10, Human Nature, by Michael Jackson. Released in 1983 on Epic Records and nestled within the monumental Thriller album, this gentle dream of a song came from a surprising source. Songwriter Steve Porcaro of Toto originally penned the melody as a personal experiment before Quincy Jones recognized its magic. Michael recorded the vocals in just a few takes, leaning into the softness that made the track feel like a whispered secret. Imagine walking through a quiet city at night, lights reflecting off wet pavement. The air cool and still except for the soft pulse of this song in your headphones. Human Nature became a fan favorite and one of the most sampled melodies in R&B and hip-hop history. And if this one drifted through your memory like a breeze, the next track lands with pure, polished confidence. Number 9, All Night Long, by Lionel Richie.
Everybody sing, everybody dance.
By 1983, Lionel Richie had fully embraced his solo stardom, and this track on Motown Records became a shining celebration of global rhythm.
Come on and sing along. All night long.
What makes it unforgettable is Lionel's decision to blend Caribbean-inspired chants with a silky R&B core. There is a fun behind-the-scenes detail that the so-called African lyrics in the breakdown were actually improvised sounds created in the studio because Lionel could not find an authentic translator on time.
We're gonna have a party, yeah.
The result captured the joyful spirit he wanted anyway. Picture a warm 80s evening with string lights bouncing off patios, everyone moving together as the beat lifts the atmosphere into pure community. The song topped charts worldwide and became a signature of 80s celebration. And if this tune brought a worldwide party vibe, the next one turns the lights low and dives into something more personal. Number 8, If Only You Knew, by Patti LaBelle.
But when I get the nerve.
Released in 1983 through Philadelphia International Records, this track marked a stunning shift for Patti LaBelle. After years of group success and transitional solo work, she stepped into a sound that matched her passion with smooth 80s R&B production.
Only you knew.
A A fascinating tidbit is that Patti cried during one of the takes because the lyrics hit so close to her personal life at the time, and that emotional honesty seeped into the final performance. Listen, and you can practically feel the glow of a late-night bedroom radio. Soft red numerals from the clock shining in the dark.
I dream of moments we share.
As Patti's voice fills the space with longing. The single reached #1 on the R&B charts and gave Patti the commercial breakthrough she had deserved for so long. And if this one tugged at your heartstrings, wait until the next track brings pure romance to the forefront. Number 7, Just the Two of Us by Grover Washington Jr. featuring Bill Withers.
We can make it if we try, just the two of us.
Arriving in 1981 on Elektra Records, this duet between Grover Washington Jr. and Bill Withers became a smooth masterpiece that defined early 80s Quiet Storm elegance.
See the crystal raindrops fall and the beauty of it all.
Built on a gentle sax melody and Bill's warm baritone, the song was originally sparked from a jam session where Grover wanted something soft but lively. A little behind-the-scenes gem is that Bill Withers wrote most of the lyrics in one evening after walking around his neighborhood to catch the right mood.
Good things might come to those who wait, but not for those who wait too late.
You can picture an early 80s apartment with soft lamps glowing and the faint hum of a stereo as couples sway slowly in the living room. The track hit high on both R&B and pop charts and solidified itself
We can make it if we try, just
as one of the most enduring romantic songs of the decade. And if this one wrapped you in warm candlelight, the next track arrives with bold, passionate storytelling. Number 6, Saving All My Love for You by Whitney Houston. Released in 1985 on Arista Records, this ballad became Whitney Houston's first #1 hit and an early sign of her unstoppable rise. Originally offered to another singer, the song found its true home when Whitney's producers realized her voice carried the power to make even the quietest notes feel monumental.
So I'm saving all my love for you.
There is a story that Whitney recorded the final vocals late at night with the studio lights dimmed to capture the intimate feeling the track demanded. Close your eyes, and you can almost feel the soft touch of an 80s satin pillow, a distant streetlight glowing through sheer curtains as her voice floats through the room.
Said, be patient, just wait.
The song became a global sensation, earning Whitney a Grammy and establishing her reputation as one of the greatest vocalists of the era. And if this one felt like pure emotional surrender, the next track will lift you into a confident new groove.
Tonight is the night that I'm feeling.
If these iconic R&B moments are bringing back memories, tap that like button. It helps keep classic soulful soul alive and lets us bring you more deep dives into the music that shaped our world. And stay tuned because we still have 5 unforgettable tracks ahead. Number 5, I Feel For You by Chaka Khan.
Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, let me rock it, Chaka Khan. Let me rock it, that's all I wanna do.
When Chaka Khan released this powerhouse in 1984 on Warner Brothers, she was already a legend. But this single launched her into a new era. Written by Prince, the track fused funk, R&B, hip-hop elements, and Chaka's unmatched fire. One of the most iconic details is that Mel Mel's famous intro shout was actually added almost as a joke in the studio before everyone realized it created magic. The harmonica solo by Stevie Wonder was another last-minute addition that transformed the track's texture completely. Picture an 80s dance floor glowing with colored lights, dancers breaking into fast footwork, as Chaka's voice pushes the energy higher and higher. The song became a massive hit, winning a Grammy and reshaping the sound of crossover R&B. And if this one lit up your pulse, the next track glides in with smooth, polished sophistication. Number 4, Ready or Not by After 7.
I'll love you more than you could know.
Released in 1989 through Virgin Records, this track arrived at the very tail end of the decade, yet carried the warmth and elegance that defined late 80s R&B. Produced by L.A. Reid and Babyface, the song was crafted during a stretch when the team barely slept, jumping between sessions for multiple rising artists. There is a fun anecdote that the group recorded the harmonies sitting in near darkness because Babyface said it helped everyone stay perfectly in sync emotionally. Listen, and you can almost feel the soft glow of a living room stereo in 1989, cassette tape spinning while a couple slow dances in the center of the room. The track became After 7's breakout hit and set the stage for the smooth 90s R&B wave that followed. And if this one brought you right into that warm glow, the next track carries a signature groove with royal influence. Number 3, Kiss by Prince. When Prince released this electric burst in 1986 on Paisley Park and Warner Brothers, he was deep into his creative revolution.
Just want your extra time and your...
This track almost never saw the light of day because Prince originally gave it to the band Maserati. But after hearing their funk-heavy demo, he reclaimed it and stripped it down even further. The result was a minimalist masterclass built on rhythm, attitude, and Prince's daring falsetto.
Be your fantasy, maybe.
Imagine the style of mid-80s nightlife, sharply tailored jackets, pointed boots, dance floors pulsing as this song pushes people into sharp footwork and playful spins. Kiss topped the charts worldwide and became one of Prince's most defining hits, proof that he could reinvent the sound of R&B with just a few chords and sheer charisma. And if this track felt like pure electric swagger, the next song delivers a tender pulse that dominated the decade. Number 2, Sexual Healing by Marvin Gaye.
Sexual healing, baby, is good.
Released in 1982 on Columbia Records, this track marked Marvin Gaye's triumphant and deeply personal return after years of turmoil.
If you don't know the thing you're dealing.
Recorded largely in Belgium during a self-imposed exile, Marvin crafted the song using one of the earliest rolling drum machines, giving it that warm, hypnotic pulse that felt revolutionary. A little piece of lore says that Marvin fine-tuned the rhythm in a small apartment with cables running across the floor, adjusting knobs until the beat felt like a heartbeat. When you listen closely, you can almost picture a quiet 80s bedroom filled with soft lamplight, the curtains slightly open to a moonlit night as Marvin's velvet voice fills the air. Sexual Healing topped R&B charts for weeks and earned him his first 2 Grammy Awards, becoming a defining anthem of sensual soul. And if this one pulled you into a slow-burning dream, nothing will prepare you for the colossal force waiting at number 1. Number 1, When Doves Cry by Prince, arriving in 1984 on Warner Brothers as the lead single from Purple Rain.
Strike curious poses, they feel the heat.
This song shattered every rule of R&B, rock, and pop at once. Prince famously removed the bass line entirely, a move so shocking that even his band questioned it. But he insisted it created the urgent emptiness the song needed.
You got the butterflies all tied up.
He recorded nearly every instrument himself, building layers of emotion that mirrored the film's intensity. Picture a summer night in 1984, movie lines wrapped around the block, Purple Rain posters glowing under theater lights, fans clutching popcorn, while this song thundered through speakers with a force no one had heard before. when Dove's Cry spent weeks at #1 and became the top-selling single of the entire year. Its legacy continues as one of the most daring and innovative tracks in R&B history. And with that, our journey through the decade reaches its mountaintop. From smooth, quiet storm ballads to bold funk experiments, these tracks remind us why 1980s R&B was an era of fearless creativity and soulful expression. Thank you for taking this stroll through time with me. If you want to keep the groove alive, subscribe for more deep dives. And for your next stop, click the end screen to explore our look back at the 15 most iconic R&B songs from 1970s that defined the era.